Well, there we go. We are live with Coffee with Casper coming up here in just a minute. There's the Casper coming up to say hi. Oop, there you go. He's going to knock off that microphone. Good morning, good morning. We're gathering for Coffee with Casper. About 2 minutes to go. We're glad you're here. Let me know where you are. Hi, hi, hi. There's the Casper boy. There's the Casper boy. We got coffee. We got Casper. Good morning from Hollywood. Beautiful, glamorous Hollywood. All right. The Hollywood Bowl area is checking in. Good to see you. Let me know who else is with us this morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy day after the 4th of July, the 5th of July today. All right. Good morning, good morning. Good morning from Albuquerque. Nice to see you. Peace and love back at you, babe. That's cool. Love it. Peace and love and joy and wisdom, and boy, are we needed. A good time. Hey, Sherry, welcome. And Mike, too. Hi, guys, from Oregon. From the Portland area. Wonderful. Nice to see you. Once again, my video has gone out. Is everybody getting it still? Let me know that you're there. I don't know what happened here. Let's find out. There we go. We're back. We're still happening. Good morning. We're about 30 seconds away from gonging in. So get yourself comfortable. We're going to spend 20 minutes together to see how we might use our light in the world and bring forth more good for everyone, for ourselves and everyone who touches our experience. Yes? And so it is. Okay, here we go. Good morning. Aloha from Eureka. Wonderful. Rev, good to see you this morning. Good morning. Good morning, David from Idaho. All right. The Knowles gang from Idaho. We're glad to see everybody this morning. Happy end of the holiday weekend and thoroughly into summer. Good morning from McCall, Idaho. Oh, there we go. Very nice. Okay. All right. Here we go, guys. Here we're going to gang ourselves in. We're going to gong ourselves in. Here we go. Let's take a deep breath in. Let it sound ah. One more time. Ah. Allow the shoulders relax and let the energy come into your heart center. And let's just know in this moment now that we are connecting light workers. You are a light worker. I am a light worker. We came from the light. We put on a coat of skins, and we will return to the light. And we came from the light for a reason. We came from the light to do our part in the transformation of humanity, and therefore the earth as well. That transformation, when you look over the eons of mistakes and misunderstandings and misuse of the law of the circle, that which comes from me returns to me, and a misunderstanding of what's happening, and therefore blaming and attacking and conquesting and violence, and in the midst of here in this country, in the midst of the celebration of freedom, violence against innocent souls, which is attacking somebody else's freedom, and that's not freedom at all. So what we look at is, what we often see, people look around the world at this time and they go, well, things are going to hell in a handbasket, as we talked about last week. But you and I are not the ones carrying the handbasket to hell. We're, in fact, ascending. We're in an upward, forward spiral. We came from the light that we might ascend, that we might come and fulfill our purpose. And yet when we look at the world and we look at the chaos in the world, it looks like we're helpless and powerless to do anything. And that is simply not so. What light is, what love is, what unconditional love is as a force in the universe is more powerful than all the weapons ever created by humanity. And it is only through consciousness that we can create a transformation in the world itself. It is only through consciousness that we can create a transformation. You are an awakening spiritual being, and you are conscious of this I am power, this I am one with the one. I am that I am. And we are learning that soul nature of ourselves, that that recreation of the one as uniquely as us, and it happens billions of places all over the cosmos, billions and billions and billions, where the uniqueness and the sameness come into play. And that's where you and I are right now. We are unique individuals on a journey to help transform humanity and the earth from eons of miscreations and misunderstandings. And if you thought that would be easy, I'll just show up, I'll put on a coat of skins, and snap, we'll transform humanity. Well, it doesn't work that way. The way it works is humans have to be the place where the transformation is happening. So this transformation that's happening in you by means of your prayers and meditations, your daily connecting with your high self and knowing your unity with all life, and then going out into your world, into your work, into your marketplace, into your banks, into your taking care of your world, whatever that looks like, you are carrying a light into the world which is transformative. And it's important. And just like the Grand Canyon was carved out of water constantly flowing, we become the place where we keep shining that light, and that light as us, as the one light in us, as us, through us, shining through us, continues to bring itself through to touch the darkness, and as soon as light touches the darkness comprehendeth it not. It doesn't know what it is. It is a force much greater than any opposition to it. You are that force, and the key is for you to be in the earth, on the earth, with the earth, loving the earth, in a human body, loving humanity, loving your own humanity, and knowing that we are, as Walter Starkey, the great writer who wrote the book It's All God, From the Flowers to the Fertilizer. Walter was in his later 80s meditating daily for hours, and he was from using the insights that he got from scriptures to take him deeper and deeper. Now, there are many scriptures in the world, and you can take insights from wherever you get them to take yourself deeper and deeper. However, what we need to realize is there are many spiritual teachers, there are many notes in the field of the paths of spirituality. Infinite paths up the mountain, only one ascension, only one spiral of awakening, but infinite paths up there. And what we need to get, humans have a tendency from their animal and egoic nature to claim that their path is the only path and is the right path, and then become indignant, and so much so that we will take our spiritual beliefs, even if they're tied to a religion, one that's formal, and we will impose them or seek to impose them on other people. When there are infinite paths up the mountain, and there's only one mountain. There's only one spiral of awakening reality, of the self, realizing the self, to the self, by the self, through the self, and you are that self, and you are that path. And it's happening, the whole cosmic journey of each and all is happening in you. You are a slice of that hologram. So how you begin to trust the process. So here we are in a time when people are stepping on each other's freedoms, on each other's rights to express themselves in their own unique way. And there are so many billions of ways to express. Everyone's uniqueness is correct. The more authentic we become in tune with the I am that I am, the I am, as Meister Eckhart said, the two faces of the soul, one gazing at the glory of God and the other directing the senses. The more we reach up to that I am consciousness, the more we in tune with it. There is one power, that is the power of the one, source, energy, love, power, unconditional beginning, Alpha and Omega, whatever you like to call spirit, God, truth. And any way you like to approach it is okay. Bringing it into your heart and allowing it to transform you as love, and therefore as light in the world. I am Harry Morgan Moses. You're watching Coffee with Casper. Since the beginning of the pandemic, we have been gathering weekly to touch light workers, to remind light workers, to empower light workers, knowing that as each one of us does our work, and here's the deal, you came to do your part in the transformation of the planet. Nobody needs to save the world. You came to do your part. And fulfilling your mission and purpose is your choice. And the way to do that is by constantly tuning yourself with this one. The mantra that I use, as many of you know, is I am. I've been doing mantra meditation for 5 decades or so. And this I am that I am is how I connect. And I also know that I came to bring that I am presence as me into this dimension. And so did you. You came to bring the I am present as you into this dimension. So the more you can bring forth that which are the qualities of the one, the eternal verities, as they're called, the varieties of life that are eternal. Love is always love. Joy is always joy. Laughter is always laughter. Freedom is always freedom. Peace is always peace. Poise and balance are always the same. And we are the ones bringing those qualities of the divine into our lives, into our human experience, anchoring them on earth as the human divine. We are both human and divine, and we need to be able to embrace it all. When we fall and we become angry and upset and righteous and feel rage and all of those emotions that are not healthy and life-giving, we fall into our humanness. And that's okay. It's part of being human. But when you see it, when you see yourself fall into your animal nature or your egoic nature, and then you make another choice to rise up, every time you do that, you are helping other human beings be empowered to do the same thing. And the more humans reach up to their divinity and call that divinity in through their bodies, in through the chakras, in through the energy settings, in through every cell of your being, that we begin to cleanse and renew and restore. And you and I are essential. We, the light workers, are essential in the transformation of the planet. And it begins with you. The more you reach up, the more you experience joy, the more you experience connection, the more you experience love, the more you witness your love cause joy and bring joy, the more you see your life bringing light into the world, the more light that is coming into the world. And the more light workers that do it, candle upon candle, wheel upon wheel, circle upon circle, generation upon generation, we are transforming the planet one day, one moment at a time. Now, when we look out into the world and we see the violence and the unnecessary aggression happening in the world, we think I can't do nothing, I am powerless. That is simply not the case. Hey, greetings from Burbank, from Riviera. Oh, you're all the way down in the Mayan Riviera. That is one beautiful spot. Yay, we're glad to have you, my friend. All right. The more we bring that light, no matter what culture, what part of the world, no matter what we're doing, the more we bring that light, the more we are anchoring the light of truth, the light of wisdom, the light of transformation, the new age, the new time, the new era for humanity, we're anchoring it in the earth. And your part is to fulfill your life doing that work. Humanity will catch up. You, in the meantime, have the opportunity to create bliss in the middle of the storm, to create bliss, peace, poise, balance, harmony, freedom, abundance, health. And the more you do that, by working with your own consciousness, by you and the I Am presence working together to heal, uplift, restore, revitalize, cleanse, renew, and bring forth this new energy into the planet, the more you are doing your part, and the more you are securing your vista as you spiral up in the forever ascending spiral of awareness, and therefore the ever ascending spiral of power, but it's the power of love, the power of peace, the power of poise, the power of joy, the power of wisdom. This is the real power, and it's in you, and it's in me. And the more we can use our lives to be a place where we carry that into our everyday expression, the more powerful the transformations will be in us and around us for the benefit of ourselves, yes, and the benefit of everybody who touches our experience. And here's what we need to do right now. So going back to my friend Walter Starkey, when he was older, we were sharing insights as he was spiraling up and kept getting closer and closer to making his transition and seeing from the vista of trans-dimensional understanding, right? The more he kept reminding me, Harry, we all need to join the club. We need to join the club, he would say to me. And I'd say, well, Walter, what club? He said the TTP club. The TTP club. Everybody needs to be part of the TTP club. What is the TTP club? It is trust the process. Trust the process. Not only the process of your evolution, your awakening, your transitioning into deeper and more powerful and more realized and conscious bliss. The more you are doing that, the more of that's happening in the world. That's what ours is to do, to be the place where we are anchoring the beauty, the wisdom, the love, the joy, the belonging, the nature, belonging to Earth and belonging to humanity and belonging to your own humanness and drawing the divinity of that, of your true nature, your eternal nature, into this body, into this dimension, into this time, for the benefit of others to see it, that they can see the light in you. That's how we do it. Let the world see the light in you. What does that mean? Be the light. Find your joy. Find your love. Find your passions. Get into it. Express. Say thank you. Live in a gratitude for the beauty that surrounds us, for the winds that's touching you, for whatever it is that excites you about being alive. Carry that with you all the time. And sometimes we fall into despair and we worry and doubt and fear and grief. And these are the waves. Waves come and they create the ripples and then they change. And waves will always come. That's the way God loves waves. But how we behave in the human condition right now is critical. That we can anchor belonging and love and connection in the earth, in our world. Circle upon circle, wheel upon wheel. Let's anchor it in our world. This is ours to do as light worker. The more you work on your own peace, poise, balance, harmony, freedom, health, wealth, and success, and the more you give praise and thanksgiving as the transformations keep coming in your life, the more of that, the law of attraction brings more and more of it into your life. We're spiraling upward. The higher up you go, the more power you have, the more miracles happen all around you all the time. This is ours to do, to be the place where the magic of life is really happening as you, as the human being that you are right now today, and as the human soul awakening that you are merging into every day through your right actions and right practice. This is what we do. So if you think that your spirituality is better than anybody else's, then we're stuck in our egoic and animal nature. All we can do is appreciate God or spirit or energy as source and our awareness of it as it moves in each of us, in you and in me, appreciating it and loving it. That expands the vibration. When we spend just these 20 minutes together, whatever day I'm here on Tuesday mornings, but whenever you hear the video or see the video or share the video, and that's all we ask you to do. We're trying to connect light workers. What we know is there are millions of them on the planet, and we need to find ways and ways and ways of supporting each other and bringing more light as each one does it in their individual way, in their wonderful way, in their gift from God way, in their trust the process way. And so if you think you're powerless, you're not. If you have rights and you think you should be active with your right to be free, your right to vote, if you have such a right, would you be willing to want all people to have that right, that they could be involved in their governments and their and the way that the world around them is trying in an ever greater way to be more civilized, and governments upon governments and countries and nations and states can begin to find a peace and a poise and a balance and a way of working together that has been unseen in the world. This is how we bring the new age in, the awakening, the dawning of the age of Aquarius. And we're part of it. We're in it now. It's not in the far-off future. We're the place where it's happening. You're the place where it's happening. And if your awareness is guiding you to be inspired to live your life fulfilled, then you are bringing your light into the world. And that's what ours is to do. Trust the process. I know it looks ugly because these miscreations are coming to the surface to be released, to return to the nothingness from which they came, and a new time, a new dawn, a new way of humanity's being together in all of its diversities, in all of its nations, in all of its countries, in all of its cultures, in all of its ways of being. There is a place where we belong together in the melting pot that is love and joy and creation and creativity and life itself. This is the time for us to cling to the beauty of life, to claim the beauty of life, to be the place where the beauty of life is happening in you and as you and through you, because you are purposing yourself through your prayers and meditations and your open heart to share that in the world. Who you are is something magnificent. The light that you bring into the world is critical at this time. So in this day, it is my honor and privilege to be with you, to share the video wherever you can, through all the networks you're connected to. Let's bring more and more light into the world. Let's have a chance to simply be together, have a beverage, and enjoy life and celebrate love that's all around us. Until we meet again, I invite you to go in the light, as the light and with the light. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. We'll see you next week on Coffee with Casper. Come up, Casper, coming up. Coming up, say goodbye. Come on, all the way up, come on. Oh, you wouldn't, he's a big boy. You couldn't get him down before. Now he said, what? I thought we were going to come all the way up. Yeah, you're going to come all the way up. All right, we'll see you next week. Lots of